Hey up, ladies and gents, welcome your faces to a new video today. We're back doing vlogging. It is a very icy day actually on the road today, and we're doing a vlog talking about driving. We're doing a vlog about driving. It's particularly because it's the icy day. I've never driven on ice before, so I'm going to take it nice and steady, keep eyes on the road, so if I'm not looking at the camera, that's why. But yeah, we're getting back into doing vlogging, and I was like, how can I do a good vlog returning? And we're doing it by just chatting about driving. So we're driving now for about 6 months, and honestly, I just want to do some talking about it, like the pros, the cons, and all the good things about it, really, because I quite enjoy driving. I do like it. Some people do get put off by it. I always, when I was younger, I always wanted to get into driving, but I always was like, I'll do it when I turn like 17, which is the driving age in the UK. But I didn't, because when I moved from Wales down to where I lived, I've always had a bus stop like across the road from me, or just like a 2-minute walk down the road. I've always been like that. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't really feel the need to drive now. And I've never really kind of thought about it. Then about a few years ago, really, it was, well, before pre-pandemic, really, I was going, I need to get, actually, no, mid-pandemic, I was like, I need to start learning to drive, because being in a long-distance relationship, that's one thing, and generally, as well, I think it's just convenient as well for, like, work, and everything, really, and it's kind of landed perfectly, really, because public transport's got terrible. So I've gone from like using the bus, because I used to use the bus even though when I passed my test I was still using the bus. Look at me being green. But stagecoach are not going terrible, like delays and stuff like that. So it's like there'll be days that I'm still at the bus stop for an hour, no buses are turned up, so I'm like, bro, worked out the maths, and it was actually quite the same. So what I'm paying parking wise, I'm paying I was paying the same as the bus, really. So I was a bit like, oh, okay, well, I may as well do that. It's silly not to, really. So yeah, now drive to work every day, which is good, which is a good thing. I think I do encourage anyone, if you are like learn to drive or you just passed, keep driving, even if it's like just like a 20-minute drive every day to work, because every single drive you do is always slightly different. You might be a bit tired after work, you might be slightly, just don't know, something might happen, you might need to be aware. Like today, I'm driving on ice, just driving a bit slowly, not going too fast, and you get yourself experience, basically. So you brace yourself for like foggy weather I had last week, heavy rain, all that stuff that you can think about that could happen. I've basically done that. I've got the experience of it. So just even like driving like 10 minutes down the road, that experience is going to build up and make you a more confident driver. Here's why I'm like 6 months in, I'm able to probably like kind of like do talk to that camera and stuff like that, because I feel confident on the road. I know the road pretty confidently. I know where to brake and not to brake and stuff like that. It's very icy out on this road though, so it's very icy. But yeah, just generally overall, just keep that driving up. I really do encourage it. Like if you just pass or anything like that, or when you go to pass, just do as much driving as you can, because I think the first 6 months makes or breaks. Like, I don't know, not makes or breaks, but I think you can build your confidence really much up, like a lot. In them 6 months, like I've already done my first long distance drive. I've done just over like 2.5 hours. That was an experience. Because I generally didn't really think when you got on the motorways, or generally in the UK, if you don't live in the UK, motorways, I thought there was going to be like street lights all the way down it, but there's large parts of it where they had no street lights, because I did a nighttime drive, which is more better if you're first time doing motorway driving or long distance driving. Do it when it's quieter, do it like in the evenings and stuff like that, or early mornings, because it's less busy and kind of not as stressful, not as many cars about and lorries. So definitely suggest that. That's like Dane's pro advice on motorway driving, that one, which which is the most common one. And guess I want to do it with you as well. That's like also really good as well. Like a bit of experience with an older driver, family relative, uncle, or neighbour. They're happy to sit in the car with you once you pass your test. But yeah, no, just keep doing it. I recommend as soon as you do that first long distance journey, it's good. You get it done. And you're like, that was nothing to stress about. It's really stressful first one, but you just gotta focus. That's it, really. Put some good music on. Get an energy drink, I recommend, and just like really concentrate. Even if you've got someone in the car, just like sit in silence. Don't like chat too much, or just chat when you're like, I think this is a good opportunity, but just do little talks. Don't make like something where you have to deep think about. Shit talk, really. That's what you want. Shit talk on a car journey is good. Where you can drop in and out of conversation, and it doesn't matter. Don't do like an important life advice while you're driving. Jesus Christ. Would not suggest, because you've got to think about what you got to say to that person if they ask you for advice and shit. And that'd be stressful. But yes, I'd recommend driving. I really do. It's good. It unlocks a lot of benefits. It's like I'm able to like go to cinema whenever I want now, because my local cinema's closed now, so I have to travel out of town to go to the cinema, which is perfect. So, and it's cheaper tickets as well. That's the plus side. And I don't have to pay stupid prices. I won't say which cinema, but it's stupid. But I will say the V cinema I do go to is the View. It's pretty cheap. I like it. Very reasonable ticket prices, like £5. So I'm like, oh mate, that's right banging. And yeah, worth the travel, you'd say. Worth the travel. But yeah, if you are thinking about getting into driving, I do recommend it. Especially like if you suffer like mental health. This is where we're getting into mental health. Like you get a little bit overwhelmed really easily. Sometimes I get overwhelmed with like a lot going on, a lot of information, a lot of things going on. It can get a bit too much for your brain. I drive automatic. I do. A lot of people go, "Oh, you can't drive automatic. It's not a manly thing not to do. You need to drive manuals. Manuals is the way. That's a proper manly thing. You need to. It's the law." It's like, it's not the law at all. It's just people just being stubborn, and they're being told you have to drive manual because it's the thing to do. But statistically manuals are fading out. Automatics are the future. Because most cars getting made now are automatic. Secondly, it's going to be more eco-friendly and green and stuff like that, like electric cars. So, and they're all going auto. So, you may as well learn in an auto. And honestly, it's so much more nicer because you're actually able to focus on the road more, because you don't have to think about the next gear and stuff like that. And you're able just to literally just drive. I don't need to worry about changing the first gear, second gear. I literally just drive, and that's it. I don't need to do anything. All I have to do is when I need to go back, put it in reverse, and when I park, put it in park. It's great. And my left foot does absolutely squat all. My right foot does it all. It's great. So don't ever feel disheartened, and especially if you've got mental health as well, you get a bit overwhelmed. Automatics is definitely the way. It really is. It's less stressful, because there's enough stress worrying about not trying to kill yourself in the car, or kill other people, get the car accident, stuff like that. So that just takes one stress away. And honestly, the people you speak to, they go, even like if they've got manual licenses and they're driving automatic, they go, oh my god, I forgot how easy it is. And when it comes to your test as well, if you're thinking about driving, you don't have to worry about stalling your car, because that's like the most like up there thing with like passing or failing your test, with the amount of people stalling their cars to test, because if you're nervous, because you have to get that bite point with thing, and I struggled with getting the bite point I did with manual. But the positive is, if you do that, then there's no stress to it. It's really easy. So I do recommend it. It's pretty cheap, cheapish. Like I say, like parking's the thing. I just pay about, I think I pay about 50. I'm gonna say about average about 80 quid a month for petrol, so it's not too bad. Obviously diesels, I think last longer, but it's more expensive to buy. So yeah, it's a bit of expensive to run a car, but you get the positives with it, as I was just saying. You get the positives. With anything, with like anything in life, anything you do or buy gets pros and cons all the time. It does get pros and cons. You know, just pulling up in the car park, get me ticket to prove that I'm in this car park. Yeah, no, highly recommend driving, give it a go, because it is good fun. And yeah, it's one of the things. I think that was my biggest thing, like growing up, is, so just making sure I'm in the box. You have to check your mirrors and shit like that. Yeah, the biggest thing I found was, put me off for years, is the worries of cars breaking down. But if you save a bit of money, put a bit of money behind you, and that, then you have no stress really. And if the car breaks, I think if you had like a good £1,000 in the bank, and if the car breaks, you can use that. And they do recommend, actually, which I was quite reading not long ago, that you should like have a good emergency, a bit of £1,000 in the bank. So if you had a couple of grand behind you in the bank, never repair your car though. That's another thing I got told was, if the car's like if it breaks down and it's got to cost more than the actual value of the car that you brought on day one, then it's not worth doing it. Just get a brand new one, or another second-hand car, because that's what I'll do if this car ever breaks. Just if it breaks, the fix of the job is going to cost more than the actual value of the car, I'll just get another one. It's just, I think it's just the way it is. Everything breaks. Computers break, PS5s break, everything breaks. Phones break. So I think it's one of them ones, like, yeah, it can be disheartening, like, oh my god, the price of it, but everything breaks. So if my PC broke, I'll just buy another one, just as it is, or pay for someone to repair it. But yeah, that is pretty much it. But ladies and gents, I've got to go because I'm going to catch my bus. But I just want to do a little bit of a vlog, just talking about driving. If you'd like to see some more vlogs, make sure you leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Where we will do some maybe more talking about driving. If you have any questions about driving, do just leave in the comments down below. Then maybe I can do another vlog talking about that car driving thing, and potentially do it. But I'm gonna head out now. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.